there anything bad in here?
Just you.
Ah, getting funnier.
Have you been keeping up with The Last of Us series on HBO? It's been a huge success so far, with fans eagerly waiting for each new episode. Based on the popular video game of the same name, this show has been one of the best video game adaptations to date. While creator Craig Mazin has stayed true to the source material, he has also made some tweaks to the story for better storytelling. One of the biggest differences between the show and the game is seen in episode 3, where a character named Frank is introduced and his relationship with Bill, another character from the game, is explored. There are several other differences in the show, but we'll be covering some of the most notable ones.
Jimmy, stay back!
What are we doing, Joe?
For those who have played the original video game, they may remember a scene where Joel and Ellie navigate an underground subway to reach Lincoln and make their way to Bill's hideout. This section has been entirely omitted from the show. Instead, we first see Joel and Ellie setting cairnstones at the edge of a river, possibly in memory of Tess. During their walk, Joel shares his theory about the origin of the cordyceps virus, which was never present in the game.
Some of it got into the food supply. Probably a basic ingredient like flour or sugar.
As Joel and Ellie make their way to Lincoln, they come across an abandoned store where Joel had previously stored some supplies. In the show, Ellie comes across a stalker, which is a creature infected with the cordyceps virus, and shows mercy by putting it out of its misery. This section was created exclusively for the show, but there is a moment where Ellie discovers an arcade machine with a classic video game reminiscent of the arcade machine found in the original game.
There's this one character named Melina who takes off her mask and she has monster teeth and then she swallows you whole and barfs out your bones.
The show also diverges from the game when Joel and Ellie come across the skeletons of an adult and a child. A flashback shows how they were among the passengers removed from Lincoln by the army and later executed. Meanwhile, Bill is shown watching the army's movements through CCTV cameras in his hidden basement. This is different from the game, where Bill was guarding the church in Lincoln Town and a heated exchange took place between Bill and Ellie. However, in the show, Bill is portrayed as a softer and warmer character, credit for which goes to the acting of Nick Offerman and Murray Bartlett in their respective roles as Bill and Frank.
I got something to show you. Huh? Not that.
As Frank and Bill grow older, they share a meal together and decide to embrace death by drinking wine laced with sleeping pills. This is a departure from the game, where Bill was a survivalist who never gave up. In the show, Frank becomes Bill's purpose in life, and the two characters share a close bond until their eventual death. When Joel and Ellie arrive at Bill and Frank's residence, Ellie finds a letter, much like in the game, but the author and content differ. In the game, the letter was written by Frank and showed his hatred for Bill, while in the show, the letter is written by Bill and ends on a more positive note.
I'm guessing you found this, Joel, because anyone else would have been electrocuted or blown up by one of my traps.
In conclusion, while The Last of Us show has made some changes to the original story, it still stays true to the heart of the game and provides a rich and captivating world for fans to explore.
We'll be fine.
And that's it for today. We've covered some of the biggest differences between The Last of Us video game and the HBO series, and we hope you enjoyed it. If you're a fan of the game or the show, we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more great content, and stay tuned for our next episode, where we'll be discussing even more exciting moments from the show. Until then, keep watching The Last of Us. I'm Condon, this is Critic Reviews, thanks for catching up with me.